Alright, and we're back, and this is the second week of October. This is October 9th, and this is a huge week in comics. So I guess we're going to dive right into it. First up, we have Mara with the independent titles.
Right, and probably the biggest comic y'all are ready to read is Walking Dead's All-Out War, beginning of that particular story arc. And there are a lot of covers you can choose from, so for collectors...
Those last two aren't the covers, those are two other different things.
Yeah.
But those are available too.
Oh, I didn't know there's a variant of number
Look.
one.
Well, that's...
Never mind.
For those of you
And
watching...
there's the Tyrese special, which reprints his first appearance, and the short story from Free Comic Book Day.
I like how you kind of know who's going to be big in the next season of Walking Dead whenever they release one of those specials.
Yeah.
It's like, here's the Governor special, here's the Michonne special.
And then a 10th anniversary edition.
Color.
Yeah, reprint number one, colored, and then some back material that looks pretty interesting.
So who did
It's
the
pretty cool.
coloring of...
Dave Stewart.
Okay, and what else has he done?
Hellboy is probably his big thing, but he colors a bunch of stuff at Dark Horse. He's one of the top colorists
Okay.
in comic books right now.
It's kind of weird to see Walking Dead in cover. In
Yeah.
color.
It's kind of cool though. I
Yeah.
flipped through it. I haven't actually stopped and read it.
How much is that?
$5.99.
Oof.
So this is for Walking Dead fans and people who are just curious.
Yeah.
And it's got a lot of background information. So Walking Dead week.
But seeing as you can get Walking Dead number one for free on Images app. And
You don't get it in color, and you
You
don't
don't-
get the
yeah.
That's
extra
true.
stuff in the back,
That's
which
true.
includes the original 5-page.
I'm just giving the people options.
That's cool. Just
The original proposal from...
Like script.
for Walking Dead, where they're like, "Hey, we would like to make this comic."
I thought
Here's
you were
5
talking.
pages,
I thought you were talking
5
about like
pages.
Rick and
Yes,
I was like, that's
Break it
weird.
away.
Why is that in there? I didn't know. It was like proposal. What are you talking about, people? All right, what else is? Sorry.
Goodness, you guys are hijacking my
Happy
section.
birthday, Walking Dead.
Rachel Rising by Terry Moore, number 20. It's a great book. Highly recommend. Go pick up the trades. Get caught up. This is a wonderful, wonderful book.
Yeah, don't buy the single issues. You'll go broke.
Why?
If you go back and collect all the single issues,
Oh,
of this, yeah, they're pretty expensive.
3, which has Kieran Gillen, Ryan Kelly, and Jordi Belair all working on it. It's number 1 from Image this week, so it looks like a pretty promising series, especially with the talent on it. And speaking of Ryan Kelly, Star Wars, number 10. I've already read this one this week, and it's really good. I love anything that they do with Princess Leia, and
So the entire comic.
so the entire comic series is fantastic.
Although you said speaking of Ryan Kelly, but Carlos Donda's actually back for that issue.
Oh, he is?
He was in the last one too, wasn't he?
I don't think so. I think it was Ryan Kelly still
Yeah.
the last issue.
Well, look at that. Another number 1 from Image, Rocket Girl. So, you've read this one. You said it kind of had a
It's
nice 80s
Pretty cool.
manga
It's
feel.
a weird Rocket Girl's a girl from the past, which is 2013, and she goes back to 1986 to stop evil doings.
Really? No, I'm very excited about this.
It's fun. Like I was telling you guys earlier, it feels like kind of a Bubblegum Crush. Is that what it was called? That anime is kind
Oh
of
yeah.
reminded me.
Okay. Yeah.
Like there's kind of wacky cops and stuff, and it was fun though.
Yeah.
Check
Fun
out my
comic.
review of it coming up this week on nerdspan.com.
You better not say anything about wacky cops.
I won't say wacky. I'll say goofy police officers.
And another Red Sonja issue from Gail Simone. And another Manhattan Projects from Hickman. So,
What
Great.
number for? It's only 15 for Manhattan Projects.
It comes out fairly slowly.
Yeah, I guess so. All right. Well, is that all from the Independents?
yes.
Wrong.
The
It's
highlights.
not. There's one more, but we don't have a copy of it because I already maybe taken mine home. But Afterlife with Archie, even though I wouldn't consider that an independent comic, it's coming out. That's Francesco Francavilla on art, and it is awesome. It is a weird side of Archie. I can't recommend it enough. But it's weird and it's good art, and it's really bizarre that it's coming from Archie. Usually you're getting Sabrina the Teenage Witch and Sonic the Hedgehog from those guys. But not this time. You're getting some gory, nasty stuff that would rival The Walking Dead, minus the cursing.
Alrighty then.
Yeah. One guy does say, holy spit. at one point.
Uh-oh.
So that's pushing it. All right, but let's talk about DC Comics. There's only 3 that I'm bringing up today, but there are a lot of other comics coming up. We got part 2 of Wanted, the Batgirl, Commissioner Gordon going after Batgirl stuff. So that should be pretty good if you're down with Gail Simone and Barbara Gordon, which why wouldn't you be? Sticking with the Batman train, Forever Evil Arkham War. That's right. All the baddies and the baddest of the bad in the DC universe, and they've broken out of Arkham again. And they're
They all broke out
evil.
at the same time this time, though, dude.
Did they?
Yeah.
Well, that hasn't happened since Nightfall.
Right.
All right. I love that panel from Nightfall where they like bazooka the side of Arkham, and they're all just like running like happy children. But this is Arkham War, and apparently everyone is in Arkham, including characters that they're probably not in Arkham. I don't think Man-Bat's in Arkham, or
Who knows? It's the new 52, dude.
I guess so. Both.
There's more than one Man-Bat. Those are probably the League of Assassin Man-Bats.
Okay. Well, then they probably definitely wouldn't be in Arkham.
They got captured.
Okay.
There's an owl in there.
I like. I don't know who the guy way in the back is. You can't see him. But who is this bunny girl? She was in Batman: The Dark
I
Knight.
don't know. I didn't read that book.
I think she's a New 52 creation.
I think
but-
she actually showed up before New 52.
I've seen
Did
her
you?
on the Detective Comics.
But it was that Batman book that they created for Finch.
Let me tell you who would
oh,
not.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Let me tell you
Not
who would
Detective
not
Comics.
be in the in Arkham Asylum, and then I'll move on. The Court of Owl guys. I don't know if they'd be locked up in there yet.
I don't know.
That's kind of.
They're
Those might
probably
just
just
be-
joining in for the fun.
Yeah, definitely a Talon would not be in Arkham. So, whatever. But if it's a villain in Gotham, except the Joker, then they're going to show up in this comic, maybe. I don't know. Professor Pig's in it, so
That is true.
what else do you need? And finally from Charles Soule. Is it Soule? I think it's Soule.
I don't know. There's
Oh.
me at the end of it, though. So
Yeah.
it might be Sully.
But we get a very cool cover. DC can't go a week without a very cool cover. And this is your very cool cover of this week. And it's got all the cast of Superman comics and Wonder Woman comic, so far in the New 52.
Has Phasa showed up in the comic?
Yeah, well,
She has now.
yeah, exactly. But no, it's Tony Daniel did a great job on this cover, and Bat, whatever his
But
It
yeah, he's
is.
the inker.
But I don't know. I hope it's good. I am going to read it to find out. But it's a pretty sweet cover. You can't deny that. So that's it this week from DC, or is it? What do we got?
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, no. Don't worry. I saved the best for last, children. What do we got from Marvel?
All right, first up from Marvel, we got Astonishing X-Men number 68, the last issue of Astonishing X-Men. I don't know what we're going to do with this gaping hole of X-Men books, what will fill it up. Oh, more X-Men books. But this will be the last issue with this particular team, which is kind of a bummer. It's been a pretty good book. Not a great book, but a good one.
Well, what if you count the first 20-something odd issues?
Well, yeah, the Joss Whedon stuff. I was talking about the Marjorie Liu stuff.
All right.
Next up, we got Fearless Defenders. I started reading this while I was waiting for you guys and was like instantly confused for a minute. So definitely read the text page with Misty and Valkyrie talking to each other, and then you probably want to read your next book, Infinity, first,
Oh, really?
because it ties in.
Great.
But this does introduce a new character that's going to be a Defender. Her name is what was her name? Lynn, Lou, something like that. But
New lady.
she might be involved with Inhumanity.
It feels like every issue they add a new.
Just about. It's getting to be a pretty big team, although half the time none of them show up.
Right.
Like Danny Moonstar, I don't know when the last time she was in the book. She's in all the covers, though.
But the last issue with all the boyfriends
Mhm.
of the Fearless Defenders kind of coming together to tell them, hey, y'all shouldn't be a team. Doctor Strange mostly saying, first of all, you shouldn't be a Defenders team if I'm not in it because I'm Doctor Strange. But no, it was an awesome issue. So you may want to go back and read that one, if only for Hercules.
That's true. Although, also, like I said, does tie into Infinity, so if you're just looking for a way in,
Yeah.
Infinity
Oh, there you
will
go.
leave you there. But,
Great covers, too.
again, read Infinity number 4 first. And this was definitely the best issue of the series so far. I've already read it.
That's saying something.
Thanos versus Black Bolt. What?
No.
My friend Ed will be very sad.
Whoa.
Next up, we got Thor. This is the second part of the Malekith story, just obviously taking advantage of the fact that Malekith is going to be in the new Thor movie. I'm giving you some stuff, but this issue was awesome, so should be good. This whole series has been awesome.
Is that the Eccleston character?
Yep,
Cool.
Doctor Who. And then last up, we got Uncanny X-Force. Spiral might actually join the team, I think, which would be nice.
That'd be so weird.
It will be weird, but she is. I think she did. Didn't she show up with a new costume and everything in the last issue? I don't know.
I haven't been keeping up with Uncanny
And
X-Force.
on a side note, this is Alphonse, or what is his name? Adrian Alphonse, who's been doing backup stories and stuff. Did some of the Psylocke stuff. I think this is his first full issue
Cool.
since Runaways.
Right on.
That's exciting.
So there you go.
Excellent. I guess we're ready for picks of the week. Mara, do you want to go first?
Sure. Mine is the first volume of Lazarus. I don't know what else to say except that this is a series you should be paying attention to, and this is a great way to jump in. All the issues that have been out so far push into one great, easy to read format. Can't recommend it enough.
But it's good.
I could recommend something a little bit more, especially seeing as I have not read Lazarus. Can I go into my pick of the week or am I?
I didn't even understand what that meant.
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay.
But no, Batman is awesome. Awesome, awesome. This is the best comic currently in the New 52, period. I know.
Not saying much.
I know, but I'm saying leaps and bounds. It's one of the best monthly comics that is coming out. The art is stellar. Story is great. They're even working with symbolism and other things in this book. It's really, really higher level stuff. Can be a little heavy-handed sometimes, but that's the smallest complaint in a ocean of compliments. Great book. Fair warning though, $7 price this time, but it's a huge, huge book.
It definitely seems like, well, Greg Capullo just drew 2 issues, and oh yeah, Villains Month happened, so
Right.
screw it. We're just going to cram together and make it one issue.
Exactly, and well, yeah, who cares, right? Awesome.
Yeah, and if you've been a little worried about Year Zero, because maybe it hasn't been up to standards, this issue is awesome.
You should be excited, people. Batman is back, and double time. So right on. I'm excited.
Yeah, no, that's good.
thrilled.
You done?
Oh, I'm done. Yeah.
Because I've got a recommendation that's going to be recommended or whatever you
I'm-
said last time. It's X-Men number 6, the Brian Wood book. This whole Battle of the Atom story has obviously been good. If you've been watching the other podcasts, obviously I've been talking about at least every other one.
We're fans.
Yeah.
And it's excellent. What I particularly like about this one is Brian Wood is doing a really good job of juggling the actual Battle of the Atom story and keeping up with Jubilee and Rachel and his actual team of X-Men too, because it's a pretty big issue for Jubilee for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And you also get to find out who that Iron Man looking dude of the future X-Men is.
Yeah, he teased me that earlier today, and it's been making me mad ever since.
TJ said I couldn't tell you.
Well, I'm glad you didn't, but no, I had my theory, but it was shot down.
You were wrong.
That was a good guess.
It was a good guess,
Yeah.
but it was wrong.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it for this week. Do you want to talk about Paul Pope's battling?
I could. It's an
Well-
independent book, but you know.
We'll be having a review of that up soon
Oh, really?
on Nerdspan.
It should be awesome. I love Paul Pope. It's a post-apocalyptic superhero type kid book thing. I haven't read it yet, obviously, but it looks awesome.
Is it all ages friendly?
I don't know. Just flipping through it, I didn't see anything, but it might have some cursing. But I don't think it's necessarily for kids. I mean, I don't think it's aimed at kids. I think it's just a Paul Pope book.
Cool. All right, on. Well, I guess that's it, guys. And we from nerdspan.com. I'm Matt Wood,
I'm Mara Wood.
And I'm Brian Keown.
and we'll see you next week, guys. Thank y'all.